So I'm a little bit casual right now because I just got done doing something that I do a few times a week, and you gotta kind of get in chill out mode to do it a little bit, but it's one of the most productive times I have throughout the week. And it's something that I call a PV hour. Now, PV stands for pre-vacation. And what I do is a few times a week, I get into a mode where I get into pre-vacation mindset. Now, what is that all about? So if you think about it, what happens the day before you leave for vacation? Oftentimes, we go into super effective, super efficient, get everything done and off the plate mode. Why? Because when we wake up that morning and know that my body's leaving town the next day, I want my brain to come with it. I don't want my mind back home thinking of all of the things that I have to do and have to get done. Whether they're things like emails and phone calls, whether they're errands, whether they're things from work, from home. The idea is we go into a super pre-vacation mindset before we leave. Now, what happens is we are really motivated because we have a strong, strong why. I don't want to bring that mental baggage with my physical baggage when I get on that airplane tomorrow and go to Cancun. I want to go there and not think about anything happening back there. So, in that pre-vacation mindset, we could have 20 things on our to-do list, and guess what? Every single one of them is going to be checked off at the end of the day because we will be unstoppable. We will be motivated, we will be efficient, and we will be effective. And at the end of that day, we will not only get all of those things done, but we won't be tired, we won't be exhausted after all of that work. We'll actually be exhilarated because mentally we just cleared our plates. Now, here's how you can implement that mindset into your day-to-day life. I mentioned that I create PV hours, pre-vacation hours, that I have a few times a week. And what I do during those times is I literally schedule that hour as a PV hour. And what that means is I take a look at that to-do list and all of those things that can get done and checked off the list get done and get checked off the list. Because when we give ourselves this amount of time to get those little things done, we'll get all those little things done in that amount of time. What often happens with things like to-do lists is all those little things just sit on that list and we'll get to them. And every time we look at that list, there's a little bit of stress element there because we go, oh, that's right, I've got to do that. But if we're given big time, we're going to expand all of our tasks into that time. If you don't believe me, if you're used to having 1-hour meetings with your staff or your team or your business or whomever, start having half-hour meetings, and just by shifting that time, you'll be amazed. Not only will you all be more focused and more efficient, but you'll be much more effective, and you'll actually probably get a lot more done. Don't take my word for it. Just go try it. You'll be amazed. So when you give yourself a specific period of time to get all those little things off that list, you go into hyper-focus mode. What I like to think of as PV mindset. So you know how to do this. You already do it the day before you leave for a vacation. All you need to do is take that mindset you already have and bring it over here and start implementing it at certain times when you need it. It doesn't have to be an hour. It can be 10 minutes. So don't give yourself the excuse that I can't even find an hour. You can find 10 minutes. Stop talking. You're going to complain about not finding 10 minutes for 10 minutes. That's the irony of complaining. If we have time to complain or say, I can't do that, yeah, you do. Stop complaining and all that time you get back. So just go try it. I have clients who do this every day. They have a PV hour. Some of them do it weekly. Some of them do it a couple times a month. Personally, I do this, like I said, 3 or 4 times a week. And it always clears the decks, whether it's a to-do list whether it is your inbox with emails, give it a try. It's a little shift that'll have a huge impact.